The modern world teeters on the edge. Every day we face personal struggles, global conflicts, and a looming fear of the unknown. But what happens when the familiar structure of life suddenly collapses, and society finds itself at the center of an unprecedented crisis? The drama Trigger is more than just a gripping thriller, it's a powerful social commentary that tackles one of today's most urgent issues: the uncontrolled spread of firearms and the devastating consequences that follow. South Korea stands on the brink of chaos. A society accustomed to relative safety and order is suddenly struck by an invisible threat. Firearms begin to spread rapidly across the nation. The source remains unclear, but the consequences are all too real: panic, a surge in crime, growing mistrust of the government, and a spike in violence. At the center of the story are two men, Moonbeak and Lee Do, who, despite their differences in background and beliefs, are forced to join forces in the face of an escalating disaster. Moonbeak is not just an arms dealer, he's a key figure in the underground world, a man who's built a shadow empire over the years. Charismatic and pragmatic, he believes that weapons represent a form of power that can be controlled. In contrast, Lee Do is a former military sniper, Olympic gold medalist, and now a police officer. He embodies discipline, idealism, and a belief in justice. His views are the complete opposite. He sees weapons as a source of destruction and believes they should be eliminated entirely. Despite their opposing philosophies, the two men realize that cooperation is essential if they are to prevent a full-scale collapse. One of the drama's strongest points is its well-developed characters and exceptional acting performances. Moonbeak is portrayed not as a traditional villain, but as a complex anti-hero. Beneath his cold exterior lies a man shaped by trauma, survival, and a belief that the world operates on power. His performance is understated but powerful, revealing layers of nuance as the story unfolds. Lee Do, on the other hand, begins as an idealist but is gradually tested by moral dilemmas and painful realizations. He represents the struggle between duty and conscience, law and chaos. The actor playing Lee Do brings authenticity to the role, delivering raw emotion and convincing character evolution. The chemistry between the leads is not romantic, but tense and dynamic. Their interactions are charged with intellectual and emotional conflict, making every conversation and every mission compelling. Trigger is not just an action drama, it's a drama with a message. It raises thought-provoking questions. Where is the line between protection and aggression? Can weapons ever truly serve a noble purpose? What happens to society when everyone is armed? A significant portion of the narrative is devoted to exploring the government's response. We see a system struggling to maintain order, caught between enforcing control and avoiding tyranny. The media's role in shaping public opinion is also examined. The writers make it clear in a true crisis, there are no easy answers. Every action has a consequence, and inaction can cost lives. The direction in Trigger is masterful, with a cinematic approach that elevates the storytelling. The suspense is built not just through plot, but through visual storytelling, a muted color palette, stark contrasts of light and shadow, symbolic framing, and sharp editing. The urban environment feels alive yet burdened by fear and collapse. The soundtrack plays a vital role as well. Minimalist yet haunting, the music amplifies the tension and unease without overwhelming the scenes. It enhances the mood, creating an immersive, emotionally charged experience. The drama maintains a careful balance between intense action sequences and meaningful, philosophical moments. Viewers are kept engaged not only by the physical stakes but by the evolving moral landscape. The script is tightly written, with each episode revealing new layers of conflict, character development, and thematic depth. One of the most compelling aspects of Trigger is the character evolution. Neither protagonist remains static. Their views shift over time as they face losses, revelations, and personal trials. This fluidity adds a sense of realism and complexity to the story in times of crisis. Even the firmest beliefs can be shaken. Trigger 2025 is not just a drama about a national emergency. It's a meditation on power, violence, morality, and humanity.